Why is this the background? Hello everyone, Rorius here, back with Half-Life 2. Now, it's been a while since we played this, even though last time I was like, oh, let's play this very frequently. Once again, just been distracted by a bunch of games that have come out recently. So, that's right. Oh, actually I had something I was going to say about this particular area of the game, where I was going to mention... Crap, what was I going to mention? Oh, yes. Breen at the end of the previous episode. If you don't remember, go back and have a look. He was talking about you being like being treated as like a martyr, or, you know, you're the hero of the people. And it's interesting because that's actually another one of those beta Half-Life 2 moments where, you know, as of this point, Gordon hasn't really even done anything yet. All he did is he showed up, tried to get teleported, and then failed, and then had to basically make his way through the underground. People don't even, as is evident by that guy who's like, you better be grateful you're not the one they're looking for. They don't even really know who you are, and yet he's talking about you as though you're some sort of leader of the people. And I'm almost certain, I'm all but certain that's just another leftover piece of the story that was originally in Half-Life 2, but got removed sort of fairly early on. Or no, towards the end. What am I saying? Focus, Rory. Yeah, so it's a part of the story that got left, or that ended up getting basically left out in the end. Got rid of all of the man hacks. Yeah. That's how you do that. Oh, and something that's nice in Half-Life 2 is that I don't even use the doors. Something that's nice in Half-Life 2 is that if you switch off of a weapon and don't reload, but then you use another weapon for a while, then you switch back to this weapon, it'll just be reloaded for you. You could say it's cheap, but it's so nice. Okay, let's not be stupid. I was being stupid. Okay, wait. That got him. I didn't think that was gonna get him. It looked too far away. Okay. Straight to the face. This is what happens when you put on easy. But it's fun, so screw it. I'm keeping it. Alrighty, so the reason we stopped where we did, couldn't get through this door. This door was blocked off. So actually, something, can I pick this up through here? No, I can't. Eh. I think I get rid of these now. Oops, that's not one. Oh no, that's right, you're supposed to do that, aren't you? Yeah, because this is broken. They've broken it intentionally. No! Even if you leave immediately after you shoot the barrels, there'll always be enemies out here. It's fun to shoot them with this. Use their own weaponry, you know? I love doing that. I love bunny hopping. It's not even really bunny hopping, it's like an alternative form of it. Mainly because bunny hopping isn't really... It used to be possible in this, but it's not really possible anymore. This is the other reason I put it on easy. It's just there's so many enemies, I can't be bothered dealing with all of them on any harder difficulty. I promise I'll stop talking about that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Use some grenades so I can get that back. Yeah, because that's something that Half-Life 2 introduced, is just like infinite ammo boxes that you can just infinitely take ammo from. Because sometimes you just need, you know, if you have to throw a grenade at something in order to get past, they want to give you they want to make sure that you don't get stuck. which is a serious possibility if you're a bit silly, like I am. Oh, got some guys on the bridge. No. Theoretically, you could stop and you could attack them on, you know, you could shoot them directly. Oh god. Wow. Just fail. Fail and a half. I think I'm usually pretty good at dodging those rocket shooting tank thingies. Yeah. I love running them down. Running them down is very fun. Because I know sort of how you're supposed to... Ooh. How to zigzag. Ooh. Ooh. You always get a little bit hurt there. Ooh. Yeah. Please don't... Ooh. They got so close to homing in on me then. Actually, as it stands, I've got very little armor. I've got to try and find some stashes of stuff. I've been running straight past a lot of this stuff, so... Okay, well here's an area you're supposed to stop. Well, I think you have to stop, don't you? Maybe not. I don't think... No, you don't actually have to if you don't want to. But I'm gonna. I think there's a zombie around here, isn't there? I don't remember. All I remember is that this is another counterbalance thing. You take these out of here, and suddenly... Gimme. Give it to me. Yeah. I feel like I was supposed to find the frickin' revolver before now, but maybe not. Maybe not. It's all good nonetheless. Once again, it's another thing where weapons in the mods were distributed differently, and so I always forget where the actual... Yeah, they close the door. They close the door over there on you. So you have to zoom around here and get in the side. No, okay, no, this is where the revolver is. Oh god. Yeah, there we are. I like that there's actually little locks you can shoot. I don't know why I like it, I just do. Ah, yeah, here's the revolver. And then immediately you get a test... Oh god. You get some test cases to try it on. Oops. Oh, I can't wait to get the gravity gun. Gravity gun makes things so much fun. More fun. Cool. So yeah, now I've got the revolver. See, it reloaded by itself. I don't think I reloaded it. It reloaded by itself. Okay. No! Stay away. Oh god. That box. I love the revolver. Problem is I'm a terrible shot. Oh god. It's okay if I can just shoot them in the body and insta-kill them. Oh god. Okay, I'm not gonna use... No! Oh god. Yeah. That's such a terrible shot. But then again, I don't really try very hard. I'm not really interested in being pro shot. I just like playing games. That looked like it was aim assisted. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh. I think when I played this on hard once, this area was so difficult. Because I had like no ammo at this point. Oh my god, mouse. It doesn't help that precision movement with the mouse is really bad at the moment. Apparently there was an update. I know I mentioned this in the previous episode, but apparently there was an update to Razer mice that just really messed with the like precision aiming stuff, precision movements. Oh, get out of the way. Ah! I'm a madman with a crowbar. Yeah, I did that because I know there's health here. Yeah. This should give me 75, I think, because... Cards. Yeah. Lots of health and armor. Oh god. Bugger off. Oh. That's not cool. I think I shot him in the leg. That was funny. Oh. Where is he? You don't actually have to do this. It's not necessary, but I usually do it. Yeah, you take that, bitch. Shower it with bullets. And it runs away, and then you press this button and it opens the bridge. Yeah. Alright. And then you're just gonna run all the way back to where your boat is. See, I don't... See, this is part of the reason I'm not a huge fan of this chapter. It's a weird movement around. Although I like the idea of having to stop off in places and move away from the vehicle. But I just... yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel it's that well implemented. If there was one that was well implemented though, this game would probably be the best of like these kind of driving sections in games. Just don't think it works well when you switch play styles so drastically like this. Because you go from, like, previously you're just running gunning constantly. But then in this part it's like you switch to a vehicle that you can't shoot out of. Like, it's a little bit better when you have the buggy that you can fire the Tau cannon out of. But, yeah. I just feel it's kind of jarring, a jarring shift in the gameplay. Once again, sorry if my face is a little red, it's so hot in here. We're doing things to solve the heat problem, but it's not solved yet, so... No. Stop it. Stop it. It's better. I think it's actually better when this thing's dropping the bombs that you have to dodge. I feel like that feels better. It feels more logical for a vehicle section to be, you know, you're dealing with a slow-moving helicopter in a relatively slow-moving airboat. Yeah, not slow compared to Gordon, you know, running around, but slow movement in terms of ability to dodge and run around things. Yeah. I'm not going for any of the, like, secret stuff, by the way. I'm not trying to, get all little caches and stuff like that, and, yeah. Yeah. It's kind of soothing, just, like, driving. God, my face is so red in the light on my camera. God dang it. Did I forget to do the exposure? I might have forgotten to do the exposure change. That might be why. That might be part of the problem. I feel like that looks a little bit better. I still look very red, but it doesn't look as weird. I think it's better. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just keep moving. Keep on rolling. Or, I guess, in this case, floating. No! Oh, I so nearly got it. Little, box up there. Damn. So close. Yet so far. Oh, bugger off. I don't know, I just feel like when you're riding in this thing, trying to dodge the gunfire is practically impossible, but dodging the bombs is kind of possible. So I prefer it when he's throwing bombs. Oh, wrong way. That is a way you can go. See that? You can't dodge that, you can't do anything about that. If you're doing a no-hit run, it would be practically impossible to dodge that. No, that wasn't cool. He dropped it right in the center of the path. Oh, also, that wasn't very cool. Okay, this is an area you can stop briefly. If I'm not mistaken. No, you can, that's right, you back up onto this, don't you? Before I do, though. Yeah. It doesn't help when I adjust the exposure and then the frickin' sun goes behind a cloud and suddenly I am very dark looking. You know, my face suddenly goes all dull. Oh, it's back out. Sun's back. Where's the button? I forget where the button is for this. There is a button somewhere. Well, while I'm looking, let's grab this. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay, didn't need any of that. Wait, where the hell is the... I could have sworn there was a button somewhere. Am I mistaken? I'm almost certain you can raise and lower that. No. Don't shoot. Stop it. Huh. I could have sworn you could move this. Oh well. Let's just keep moving. Oh god, no, don't go backwards. Just turn. Oh. And yeah, we get some shelling, some cool as like cinematic shelling of the area. Boom. Straight over the top. Yeah, I think that's a really cool moment. Really cool cinematic moment. You go like this for a little bit and then and then and then ah, I got hit by that one. Yeah, basically those home in for a little while, but then they stop homing in after a little while. You know, when they're getting near you, and so you can sort of dodge them at the last second. Ooh, ooh. See, it's not showing the loading. Loading is not on the screen, but it is on the screen. Just OBS doesn't know it's on the screen. Okay, let's go this way, there, and then let's get out. Oh god, it did the backwards thing. It did the backwards thing. Okay, let's get that immediately. Get this out of the way. Get out of the way. And now let's go get startled to death by a zombie. Alrighty. Don't know if I need to come all this way. I feel like this is not necessary. It's just the lure of a crate. But you come here. Yeah. Convenient little pathway leading over to here. And yeah, I think the first time I did this, I stacked up like the tire, the barrel. I just stacked up every piece of physics object I could find in there to try and push it down, and I struggled. Let's just say I struggled. Turns out this washing machine is really freaking heavy. Oh, whoops. I haven't pulled the crank, the lever thing yet. There we go. Boom. Apparently this is about as heavy as an airboat. I guess the airboat's full of air, but no, that's not how it works. Yeah. Yeah. Oh god. Nothing special around here, don't think so. Cool, let's go. Yay.
You're Freeman, aren't you?
Getting near the...
I wouldn't believe it if I couldn't see it with my own eyes. Dr. Gordon Freeman himself.
See, suddenly they know who you are. It's like... Okay.
Just in time, Doc. We gotta move out before the Combine picks us up.
Man, they're so
getting ready to
quiet.
pull out.
Better hurry. Gotta tear down this camp and get out of here.
Greetings to the Freeman.
Come on in. I'll show you what you're up to.
Yeah, I feel like until a bit later, Vortigaunts just seem like this weird side thing. They don't feel like they're really part of everything. But yeah, so this is a neat little bit. So yeah, You talk to this guy about the resistance movement. And while you're doing this, the Vortigaunt goes down to your boat.
Here, take a look at this. This here's the dam. It's just up ahead.
And he starts attaching.
Stone's throw from the apron and nestled in the old hydro plant. But getting there, with that hunter chopper on your ass, next to impossible. Good news is, the Vortigaunt's working his magic on your airboat, so you'll have a little more firepower going forward. I think he's just finishing up now. Go on out.
Yeah, it's just that little bit bringing you in there is just to get this done without you seeing it.
There we are. That gun came off one of the same hunter choppers that you're up against. I always like to bring a little irony to a firefight. Take that chopper down, and you should be able to tear on through to Eli's place.
The Freeman will accept this weapon or suffer greatly on the road ahead.
Yeah. I like Vortigaunts. I like the way they talk. I like everything about them. Except their new skin. I wish they had the old skin. This looks slimy. The original skin looked sort of like rough. I liked that.
Get going, Dr. Freeman.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so once you get this weapon on this, and then the Tau Cannon on the next one as well. Yep, sure. Suddenly it's so much better. It's just so much better. And the fact that this is one of the guns on those gunships, it's so good. I think that's great. I think it's great. Only thing, annoying thing is the regenerating ammo. The way it regenerates. Like, regenerating is great, but the way it regenerates is very annoying. That's right, this gets lowered, doesn't it? Damn it. I always forget. Yeah. Get out of the way. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that once again, there's a... And now you can shoot these down. And take the fight back to them. Because before, those were way too well armored to actually take down. So now that you got an air gun, an airship gun attached, so much better. This is better. This is what it should have been from the start. I'm sure they wanted it to be like you get new systems along the way. You know, you don't just have it right off the bat. But I just feel like this is the experience you should be having while boating, because you get to control the boat. It's like an on-rails shooter, but it's not on rails. You know, you can move around and freely decide speed and things like that. Yeah, I think it's wonderful, awesome. Oh, no, I was about to say something, but nope, not yet. Go away. Whoa, something flew off and hit me. Yeah, I like this area. I like this section of area. Oh, we're not quite there yet. Yeah, that's right. You can't actually destroy those things, but you can destroy the things they're carrying. I like it. Oh yeah, here we go. Dun dun dun! Eh. But now you have a gun, so you can shoot at them. Shoot at him, and he just sort of like wanders off. Unfazed. I could go down there and have a look at what's down there, but nah. It's just a shelled. It's one of the camps that... Oh god, I forgot about this. Eh. It's one of the camps that, one of the railroad camps, but it's been shelled and completely taken over by a combine. Oh god. Eh. No, get in. Get in. Idiot. I press E and he's like, just nope, not getting in, not getting in. I'm just gonna stand in the watery death. I feel like this is the area that was supposed to be part of the air. It looks a lot like the air exchange facility in the beta. Ooh. Is this gonna die out? I forget if this actually dies down or not. Go away. Or do I have to just leap through the fire? I don't remember. I seem to recall always getting through there before the fire starts. I don't normally stop. Alright, well, I'll go around the side. I'll go around the side here. There we go. Oh, it still hurt me. Bull crap. Where were these guys before? They were just watching as their friends got... idly as their friends got murdered. Because these CP guys, these Metro Police... No, they're not Metro Police, they're just Civil Protection. They are just people. They're not actually... Well, they're very mildly augmented. If at all more augmented. You can see, as, you know, Barney isn't augmented. But he was part of Civil Protection. Undercover, of course. Oh, go away. The hell? Freaking shot that one. Ah, BS. Replenishing ammo. Just die! God damn it. This ammo sucks. It's freaking BS. That was really frustrating. I don't know why. It's not normally that frustrating. Okay, it's got a little bit of a puzzle here. Not really much one. Yeah. You can get through, but then if you run all the way along here, which I have done, I think I did that the first time I played it. You run all the way along here, and then you're greeted with this ramp. The only way to get across is to ramp across. And then there's a huge area of acid as well. Just for good measure. Yeah. The area of the game that was the air exchange facility felt like this. It felt like very industrial. And then there was also the like depot, which became the depot, and then there was what is the equivalent of Nova Prospect. If I'm not mistaken, there was the 3 sections that were areas that you blew up or destroyed. And if I'm not mistaken, oh god. As soon as he gets within actual firing distance, I'm out of ammo. Okay. Let's try and get a good shot on him. This should be fairly straightforward, because shouldn't have too much ammo. Oh, too much health. Ah, this bit. I always remove this bit. Hate it. Hate it, because there's just bombs everywhere. 2 can play at that game. Suddenly he has way more ammo in his machine gun. Frickin' sucks. I can't shoot that long. It's BS. Oh, his guy fell out. He should be dead. What the hell? Yeah, his guy fell out, but then... That was weird. The guy inside the thing fell out. Like he died, but then he didn't die. Is he dying now? Is he doing one last, like, death run? I'm just gonna blow up on it. Screw it. Shit. I can say, I'm not doing too well, actually. Despite the difficulty. There we go. Didn't even get to see it, because I was hidden by grass, but there we go. Done. Alright, I'm going to run around and collect some health and ammo, because there's plenty of it around here, so I'll be back. Alright, I think that'll do. I'm going to hit ahead, and... Oh, actually, before we go ahead... Is this the part where you can see him? I think there's one I missed. There's a G-Man thing I missed just now. But there's another one up ahead. There's another one immediately up ahead. So, where is the tower thingy. I think it's on this side, is it? Yeah. It's alright. Let's hop out. Oh god, it's going to do the backwards thing again. Damn it. I hate it when it does that. Nope, you can't let go. Alrighty. Whee. Alright. Cool. Now, we've got a bit of a... Oh, I could... Do I go there? I could go there. I think this is the one I think this is the right one. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. That'll do. Okay, let's go take a little detour. Wasn't gonna do this, but I wasn't gonna do any of these secrets. But let's just take it. Oh, for God's sake, get on the frickin' airboat. Just get on it. Stop being dumb. Okay, I'm gonna save it because I'm gonna do a proper save and a quick save. Yeah, there we are. Because there's something interesting down here. I'm just gonna run for it. Get that off. There we are. Oh.
Our finest poet describes it thus. Galambakalilaba.
Yeah, this is like the equivalent of the Oracle turret in Portal 2, but originally in Half-Life 2, you know. This is like this. I forget the name of this Vortigaunt, but it's a special Vortigaunt.
We remember the free man. We are coterminous.
Yeah, he talks a lot about stuff to do with.
There is no distance between us.
He tells you a lot
No
about.
false veils of time or space may intervene.
Yeah, about how the Vortigaunts work.
We see you still in Black Mesa. Clearly we see you in the Nailant's chamber. We bear witness to the bright eternity of the Nailant's demise. You leap, you fall, we see you crush between the barriers. For a brief time you joined us, you are one between the worlds. Communion of the vortescence and that other, a deeper mystery, no deeper than the void itself. We cannot forget those whose cords you cut. Forgiveness is not ours to bestow. Unity of purpose, the shattering of common shackles, a single road we tread. Your song we sing and shall sing for eternity, no matter the consequences of this struggle. You have brought us grief and jubilation beyond measure. We are there still in observance of your final stroke. While our own lay scattered at your feet, you severed the vortal cord that bound the Nailants to life and to us. That sharp spur of hope has not dulled to this day. For once the lesser master lay defeated, we knew the greater must also fall in time. With you besides us, a talisman of victory, the day of freedom draws nigh. Your bright face obscures your darker mask. We call you Sib, although your mind and meaning are a mystery to us. Far distant eyes look out through yours. Something secret steers us both. We shall not name it. We have endured these chafing bonds for eons, yet a single moment of further servitude seems intolerable. How often have we slipped our yoke only to find it choking us again? Let this war end in either total victory or our extinction. No further compromise shall we allow. We take our stand beside you here upon this miserable rock. The way ahead is dark for the moon man. What seems to you a sacrifice is merely to us an oscillation. We do not fear the interval of darkness. We are a tapestry woven of vortessence. It is the same for you if only you would see it. How many are there in you? Whose hopes and dreams do you encompass? Could you but see the eyes inside your own, the minds in your mind, you would see how much we share. We are you, free men, and you are us. We have lost all dear to us. We have survived worse across the ages. Our life is worthless unless spent on freedom.
I think the dialogue lines are now the normal Vortigaunt's lines. You can tell by the change in voice actor. But anyway, yeah, he has a lot. Well, you basically, as you saw there, he says a lot, or has a lot to say about the way that the Vortigaunts think and the way that they are, and it's really interesting. I don't know. I'll probably put a time skip for anyone who doesn't want to listen to that. But I find it really fascinating to listen to the Vortigaunts and hear what, you know, how they think, because I love that their perception of reality is so vastly different. Yeah. So I'm gonna bring this around here, just to make it a little bit easier to get back the way I'm wanting to go once I exit. But we've got a little bit of a gunfight here, but before I go in there... Dun dun dun! He's just sort of one step ahead of you at all times. Didn't need to throw all those grenades, but... oh well. Oh, it's a book. I thought it was shotgun shells. I was like, wait a minute, what? Shotgun shells? But why? What happened? Okay, I think I've got full ammo for everything. I think. No, I don't have full grenades. Are there grenades there? I didn't see them. No, okay. All good. Oh, I already have full health and armor. Cool. There's no real point in coming in here, just for resources. It's one that I always pull out, you know, pull beside, because it's just got a lot of stuff. It's got a lot of stuff. I'm gonna bring this along, just for the lols. This looks like a little area that probably could have had a gunfight, but doesn't. Yeah, I just shouldn't have done that. Because what I need is for this to be... Actually, now that I've put that down, let's back this up. Come on, keep going. Yeah, there we are. Go over backwards. And then pull this up right here. Yeah, we've now got a bit of a waterfall sound, because there's basically a waterfall here. There's water going down the dam. It's a big dam. Actually, shouldn't really be making that sound because, wait, can you see anything down here? Yeah, that's Black Mesa East. That's where we're heading. So we're so close. I don't know if there's any actual water flowing down there. Whatever the case, you lower one of the parts of the bridge that would normally be used to lower it so you can drain the water out. But because the water level is so low at the moment, let's see if I can make it. Previously, when I've tried to do this, I've struggled. I always find it interesting that there's a level load right at the bottom of the waterfall thingy there. Dam. It's a dam, Rory. It's a dam. Yeah, I just find it weird because like you're in the middle of reacting to falling. So I thought it would be a weird place to put it. You put it mid-fall, that would be more logical in my mind. But yeah, we're finally here. say goodbye to the airboat. That's the last of the airboat stuff. I'm gonna miss you, airboat. I know I slagged you off, I bad-mouthed you, but I'm gonna miss you. Yeah. Go into the airlock.
You've got something. Okay, it's human. Hello? Take it easy in there. You're safe now.
Screw
You'll have
you.
to forgive the scanning process. We can't take any chances. Dr. Freeman? Gordon Freeman? Is
How
that
dare you scan me?
You've made it here this quickly. Well, Eli is going to be amazed, not to mention relieved. I'm Dr. Mossman, Dr. Judith Mossman. I've been hearing about you since long before the Black Mesa incident. Oh, Black Mesa. I do so envy you working with Eli and Dr. Kleiner when they were at the top of their field.
Sorry for
Here we
swinging
go. Come through
while
now.
she's talking. I realized just now that it's like,
I'll
oh,
take
probably
you down to Eli right away. He would never forgive me if I kept you waiting.
probably gonna want to boost the audio there, and having me swinging like this is probably gonna get in the way. Oh dear.
We could certainly use the extra help around here. We've covered a lot of ground in the last few months, but things would go so much faster if we had more people with your training.
Yeah. Some
We're closing
people
in on
wandering
reliable
around.
local teleport technology. Something the
Vortigaunt.
Combine still hasn't mastered. Eli thinks their portals are string-based, similar to our Calabi-Yau model, but they've failed to factor in the dark energy equations. They can tunnel through from their universe, but once they're here, they're dependent on local transportation. If they knew what we were doing with entanglement...
Yeah. So basically,
Listen to me, I sound like a postdoc. I'm just so excited to think that we'll finally have the chance to work together.
yeah, basically what she was saying is a huge part of what the story was gonna be, I guess, for episode 3, or is it is still a huge part of the narrative of the game, and that is the idea that the Combine are desperate for a way of rapid maneuvering once they're here, once they're in our realm, our world, whatever you want to call it, because they can enter. Seemingly, they can enter at any point, so they can come in to our reality from any point from theirs. But, or while the portals are open and stuff. But once they're here, they have to move manually across our world, like we do now, like we do in our current reality. But yeah, the research that was being done in Black Mesa was and is based around the idea of entanglement, which is a different kind of teleportation method, and theoretically, in this context, I guess, could be used for local transport, like Alex does when she teleports here.
Where was I?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Dr. Kleiner compressed the Zen relay far beyond anything he imagined at Black Mesa. We figured out how to use Zen as an unexpressed axis, effectively a dimensional slingshot.
I
So
like
we
that
can
idea.
swing around the border world and come back in local space without having to pass through.
Yeah. I actually really like that idea of teleportation, actually, as well. Sorry for pausing it constantly. But the idea of, like, what they're doing, essentially, is they're utilizing a similar teleportation, but instead of... They teleport to an area, an undisclosed or, random area in Zen that's like a safe zone in Zen, and then teleport back into Earth at a desired location. So it's like, it's kind of like cheating the system, I guess. But yeah.
Here's Eli now.
All right, good.
That's how she describes it, anyway.
Eli, look who I found in the airlock.
Gordon Freeman. Let me get a look at you, man. My God, you haven't changed one iota. How do you do it? Now let's see. The last
'Cause I've been
time I
in
saw you,
stasis.
I sent you up for help after the resonance cascade.
What's that?
I never thought it would take you this long to get back to me. Welcome
that guy.
to the lab, anyway. It's not Black Mesa, but it served us well enough.
It's the
It's going to be
scientist
a
at
lot
the
more
start
like
of
Black Mesa
Half-Life.
with Gordon here to help.
Right you are. MIT graduates are few and far between these days. We'll get you out of that hazard suit and back into your lab coat where you belong.
Let me just finish up some work and I'll see what I can dig up. Dr.
Somehow in this section, you can get the Eli or characters to talk dynamically about aspects of the area. One of the ones I've never managed to get to actually trigger is looking at his leg and getting him to talk about his leg. I can get him to talk about all sorts of other things.
Freeman, It's been a real honor. I'm looking forward to working together.
Yeah. So yeah, if I look at any of the other pieces, I can get him to talk about other pieces of the lab, but I can never get him to talk about his leg. I know that apparently the story is there's a line where he talks about the fact that he lost that leg. Is it a bull squid? I'd have to look it up. But yeah, I think he loses it fighting a bull squid. Either that or it was part of the there's also a line that I've never heard him actually say about portal storms. I don't remember what you have to look at for that to happen. But anyway, I'm going to leave this here because I think this has run on long enough. So, we've reached Dr. Eli's lab, and we're about to get to a neat part of the game. A part of the game that I quite like, because it's very manual, very user-focused, or like player-focused. It's not one of the driving sections. The driving sections are the part that I kind of don't like very much. I usually try and just get through them as quickly as possible to get past them, but yeah. In the next episode, we will be tackling the cool part of the game. Or one of the cool parts. There's about 2 or 3 that I really like. And this is one of them, this next bit. Anyway, if you like what you saw, hit like. If you want to see more from me, then subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and as always,